Hello, my name is Justin Kennedy, and today my informative speech topic will be about lucid dreaming, and specifically the pros and cons of lucid dreaming, as well as a couple induction techniques and how to get more into lucid dreaming. Now, why do this presentation on lucid dreaming? Imagine living out your fantasies and dreams and making them a reality. Well, that is essentially what lucid dreaming is. It's a state of consciousness where you're asleep but you can play out the fantasies in your head with control. I chose this topic because the idea of being able to control your reality without any limitations is incredibly interesting, not just to me, but to all people that have creative minds or all people in general who just want to do something outside of the ordinary of their everyday life. I have 5 essential questions that I want to present to you before the speech is over, or before the speech begins, and by the end of the speech you will be able to answer these questions thoroughly. First of all, what is lucid dreaming? Secondly, how can you lucid dream? Third, what are the benefits and detriments of lucid dreaming? Fourth, how does lucid dreaming affect your brain? And finally, can lucid dreaming be addictive? Now, first of all, what is lucid dreaming? A lucid dream is a dream during which the dreamer is aware that they are dreaming. To summarize that is essentially what it is. It's a dream where you're conscious that you are dreaming, and therefore, to varying degrees of success, you're able to manipulate that dream, or at least have some kind of external control that you wouldn't have. Like a lot of people's dreams, they wake up and can just have vague memories of them, instead of like whole consciousness throughout the dream. How to lucid dream. There is a variety of different ways to lucid dream and a variety of different techniques, and a lot of experimenting and trying to figure it out is just practicing different techniques and seeing what personally works for you. When I first started researching this topic in high school, I had to do a couple of these techniques and I had to try them out to see what was really going to work for me. And I'll go through the topics and then I'll talk about what personally worked for me a little bit. First of all, getting more REM sleep is essential. REM sleep is the kind of sleep where your brain is active and able to create dreams and it's going through memories, and that's a deep kind of sleep, so you need to have more deep and restful sleep. Take journals about your dreams. It helps a lot with, recalling after the dreams and being able to recognize, oh, I saw this in my dream and that's a recurring thing, and therefore you can pick that apart and in the next dream be able to recognize that. Reality testing, that is a little bit more of a daily thing. It could be something as simple as, like I said, checking something that is recurring in a dream, like a ball bouncing that you see, or a family dog that's been dead for a while. Anything along those lines. And then other various different induction techniques that have been tested by science and proven to work. Personally, when I was doing it, doing reality checks really did help a lot, and having I had a red button that I would see a lot in my dreams, and I would always have the urge to press it, and I kept make sure I remembered that in my dreams after I woke up, so I was able to go back and recognize it. So how do you get more REM sleep? First of all, you have to follow a consistent sleep schedule. Your body needs to get into its circadian rhythm, and not getting consistent sleep doesn't allow your brain to reset and go through the cycles that it needs to go through naturally. Limit the waking factors around you, so just other stimuli that could get your brain going or pull you out of the sleep that you're having. So having warm temperatures in your room so you don't wake up shivering, avoiding bright lights, loud sounds, anything that could disturb your sleep. Again, a consistent 7 to 9 hours, and then address medical issues that you're having, like sleep apnea or anything else that's going to cause you to not get the kind of sleep you need. Again, reality checking is just the periodical checking throughout the day to make sure that you're conscious. So something small like touching your hand or your finger, looking into mirrors because your brain isn't able to create an image of itself in a mirror in your head, and pinching your nose, anything that kind of pulls you back into reality. Like people always say, when you're dreaming, just pinch yourself to see that same kind of technique. And 2 main induction techniques that get used and people that people have found success with, first of all, is the wild technique, or the wake-initiated lucid dreaming technique. This is where you go more from a straight waking phase to... I apologize, I hit the pause button on the software. But the wild technique involves being awake, relaxing, analyzing the imagery around you, picturing what you want to see, and then trying to keep your mind active as long as possible until you kind of feel yourself sleep. And then, if you become lucid, you want to recognize that you're lucid and then not panic once you do, and not jump and spike yourself and wake up. And then there's the mild technique, which is the mnemonic-induced lucid dreaming, which is more straight to falling asleep and recognizing that you will be in a dream and whatever you see is not going to be real, and that you're going to be lucid, and then you're able to then control that as like a self-actualization. Just a quick look over a couple of different graphs. This is a graph showing the different frequencies that your brain emits throughout the day, from delta to gamma waves. Gamma waves being very high cognitive function, memory recall, like really high awareness, and then going down you get less and less actively aware until you get to delta waves, which is where lucid dreaming is going to happen, where your brain is the most calm and in a deep sleep and relaxed. But you also do need REM sleep, so you will be producing theta waves anywhere from the 0.01 to 8 hertz range is where you'll start lucid dreaming. Right here is a graph showing your brain's activity and function during lucid dreaming. On the left we see during normal REM dreaming your brain is generally just not as active because you're asleep. Lucid REM dreaming, where your frontal cortex, where things like memory recall are, is more active, and then in a waking state your brain is incredibly more increased. But you can see from sleeping to waking the increase in activity in the frontal lobe. For some of the health benefits of lucid dreaming can help you to overcome fears and phobias by being able to imagine them and then therefore face them, and also help improve your creativity by being able to envision something and then put yourself into the scenario or into the scene and then walk around and be in it. Side effects of lucid dreaming: there is the possibility of addiction just because it's such a fun experience. It interrupts sleep through techniques like waking up and going back to bed, and that's another kind of less effective, personally, technique. It's where you go to sleep and wake up repeatedly until you find yourself in a state of lucid dreaming. It can also lead to false memories, as well as somnophobia, which is the fear of sleeping, or the irrational fear of sleeping. Constantly being exhausted or trying to fight sleep paralysis, and then recurring false awakenings, which is just actualizations that you're in a dream when you're not actually in a dream. And in conclusion, while the benefits to lucid dreaming are incredible, and the creativity that you can get from it and the things that you can overcome from it cannot be overshadowed by the dangers of overuse. However, in moderation, it can be fun, relieving, and profoundly powerful for those who need it. And with some practice and a few techniques and a few things that I described to you today, you too can learn how to lucid dream. Thank you for listening to my presentation, and this is my resources page. Thank you.